about this hero. Again, it goes back to his death grip ability, being that insane range, the ability to catch somebody from long distance, and it's not a stun, but it doesn't have to be. Clearly, it's the immobilize alone is powerful enough to usually get those kills. So it's been kind of fun seeing that take place. As a player, I'm sure it's not too fun to go against, but it's been interesting. Interesting is maybe a better word. It looks like Calamine DC'd.
Yep.
Unless he comes back in the next couple seconds here, might unfortunately have to remake as they're talking about here.
So I guess they're... we are going to do the old style. We're going to type in chat.
I like that. Like Super KG's basically saying, yeah, we don't think for it. He just does the draft. We don't know what to draft.
He just clicks the heroes.
Yeah, we just play what he picks. So
wait, if they hover over it, does that mean they?
I guess, yeah, it actually picks it for them. So
yeah, I guess they could just right-click the hero.
Yeah.
So I don't. Should I tell them that?
Well, I mean, I think they would have picked up on that
yeah,
by now. But,
that's true.
Yeah, it looks like he might have had some issues there. So, well, hopefully he returns here and can get this figured out moving forward. But I was taking a look at the other series, too, of, what was it, Evil Corporation versus 2-0, and it looks like they're in Game 2 now, just starting. I believe that means Evil Corporation would have won the first game. They were up by a bit the last I checked. Let me double-check that. Yep, it looks like they won here. So, Evil Corporation, 1-0 over 2-0 there. Keep an eye to see how that plays out.
We don't know what to pick. We remake, please.
Alright, so they're just gonna... So Super KG is suggesting they just go set up a remake now. And they'll pick after. I mean, that's fair. He is their drafter, and, you know, if they're not... I mean, it's understandable. If they want to let him actually do the draft in the end, you know, then wait for him to be back, of course. So, it looks like that's what we're going to be doing. So, you know, I mean, unfortunately, the other series, they're, like, literally in the draft as well, so it seems almost kind of silly to go to that draft and then just come back to this one. So, we might as well go on a break, I guess. Well, you know what? Let's just go into the other game. Let's just do that. Let's go to the other game. I think I might need to give you access, actually.
Yeah.
Let me do that real quickly. Might as well to pass the time here while we're waiting for Calamine to return, and hopefully it doesn't take too long here. Okay, so I'm going to leave this game. All right, you should be good if you reconnect. Go ahead and jump into this one here. See what this one's about. So yeah, they're drafting in this one. This is game 2 of the Evil Corporation versus 2-0 series. So these are not fresh in Nightmare Nights. I'll just take the overlay off for now. We're gonna see what. Oh, well, they just finished the draft actually. Just about. One more pick to go. What are we looking at? Oh, we got the Cersei in response to Sandwraith. That's always fun. So. Looks like Sandwraith, Midas, Wild Soul, Moira, and Lodestone. Pretty strong lineup over here for Evil Corporation. That's quite the power. But, I mean, they do got like a Lord South Forest to kind of counter the Wild Soul. They got Cersei to take care of Sandwraith. So they did kind of pick the counter route here on 2-0 side.
Just counter-reacting to whatever ECX picked. And, I mean, they did a good job, but that's still Midas, Wild Soul, Sandwraith. The heroes are still the heroes, so this would be an actual wow. Both teams can really fight as soon as they get a couple items, so this would be a heavy clash game, definitely.
This final pick probably going to be a suicide if I had to guess. The South Forest Jungle.
Yeah. Zephyronte could play the Deadwood, yeah. Or they could suicide the Deadwood. Who knows?
Or they could suicide.
Well, okay.
What? I want to watch this game.
Now I do.
I want to watch this game.
Wow.
Oh, this is why I didn't want to do this. Now I'm tempted to watch this game.
And Zephyr, they're letting Squirry play it as well.
All
Oh
right,
my.
I'm gonna make an executive decision here. We're casting this game.
Okay.
Calamine's not even online yet. And we have an Amon Ra pick. Like, I don't think we can not cast this game.
Yeah, especially if
So.
Calamay's not on anyways.
All right, screw it. We're casting this one, guys. We're changing it up. We're changing it up.
They should be happy. They get to see a Raw.
Yeah. This is, no, Amon Ra's, he's a fun hero, too. Like, he's, now, never picked, yet he's pretty entertaining. The concept is, I've always been, I know in TMM he's still one of the, basically, like, pub stomp heroes. At, like, the lower tiers, at least, so. And as you mentioned, Squirry's playing it as well. So that's what kind of does it for me in the end, too. This is a fun player to watch, I feel like, so. All right, I got the in-game overlay set up here. There we go. So, we're changing it up here, guys. Evil Corporation versus 2-0 now coming at you. This is the game number 2 of this series. I would think it's hard to argue us deciding to jump into this one now. So it's going to be a jungle. Oh, my God. Are we seeing another double jungle? There's no way. Okay, Lord South Force is going to end up middle. Okay.
Oh, Pexi's playing it. Okay, wow, okay. So Zephyrante's playing Dark Lady.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the cool thing with 2-0 is they're kind of all confident playing most of their roles. Like, I think the only one that stayed the same is STST and Cyrox.
Yeah.
They're kind of the only ones that normally suicide support, but those other 3 are very interchangeable, and that's a strength to a team.
They are. They absolutely are. And this is another case of that. Yeah, seeing Pexu in the middle, definitely not your everyday, but when he does play the Gladiator, we see a jungle for the most part, but yeah, occasionally if the lanes look better, then he will set it up in the middle lane. So yeah, playing the South Force here in the middle. And Pexu, like I said earlier too, he actually won the Cycle 4 award for the most improved player of the of Cycle number 4, and definitely deserving of credit there. Obviously, this is a team that finished 3rd place last cycle, surprising a lot of people, and looking to kind of continue that momentum. Look at the standings real quickly. What are they doing so far here? They're 1-1-2, so they're a little bit struggling. Evil Corporation at 0-2-1, though, so that's also worth stressing there. Evil Corporation off to a little bit of a slow start here in Cycle number 5, so this is important for especially them in both these teams here. Evil Corporation up 1-0. All right, so we got the laning phase. What else are we seeing? The Deadwood is suicide down here. So Amon Ra. Amon Ra in the jungle. I don't know if you have a lot of experience with this or any idea, but
I've definitely played it myself, and it can farm very, very fast, but it also soaks up a lot of farm for the Dark Lady, so... oh, what?
did not expect that. I'm watching Amon Ra farm in the jungle, and then a bloodlust kill happens bottom lane. And it happened by Deadwood.
This is... I mean, this is what ECX must have, their logic behind it when they picked Deadwood, at least.
Yeah.
I think other teams are now picking up on it. Like, this hero can actually solo kill supports, and I mean, Moira has 500 HP, and Sandra can't do very much, so a really good kill by STST.
That's huge, Near. Definitely falling to the Deadwood there. Not feeling too good about that one, I'm sure, but what's done is done. As you point out, I think the biggest thing is that, Sandraith, he's not going to be able to do a whole lot in this case, so good job taking advantage of his damage output. Managing to pick up that Bloodlust kill. But yeah, Amon Ra, very intrigued to see how he kind of progresses here. I mean, from my understanding, I have a feeling it takes a little bit of time, of course, to make it work. But now he has that level 2 Ashes to Ashes here. let's make clear of that.
That didn't happen. That never happened.
Didn't happen. But that's going to start making this AoE, that much more powerful. So, get some stacks going and eventually can start clearing up even some triple stacks here. Well, we'll see when that takes place. But I wonder if he's going to go as Ignite as well for this, or if he's just going to stick to the Q&E here.
Yeah, normally I think going W, the Ignite hurts you a little bit too much. Like, it does a little bit too much damage to yourself. But I mean, he's already taken the triple stack camps over here, and that's kind of the strength of Raw. He can just kite these camps.
We see him with the health potion, gonna use it here coming up, I'm sure. Actually going to go to the yellow camp to finish off that first and probably use that health potion. So we'll see for him. Remember, the health potion did get that cooldown nerf now, so you know you can't like stack health potions, and it's a 120-second cooldown here, so we'll need to be a little bit careful about that. But he's going to get another one. No, he gets a second Trinket of Restoration, so
yeah,
we're going to see that
so,
Shamans.
Ironically enough, I was queuing with him the other day, and I actually played Raw myself, and this is what he was telling me. He said is the most, he feels is the most effective way with the health pot change now. Because it's just too expensive to go straight into a life tube.
Okay. Interesting. Oh! He's getting low. That would have been bad. But he survives the Skeleton King here.
Strong minion.
Yeah. Yeah, so Amon-Ra... So is it safe to say we should expect him to build, like, tanky? Like the Shamans, you know, the Helm of the Black Legion even? I don't know if he goes that, but just kind of these tank items.
That's what it'll be, most likely. I assume he'll even finish the helm first here. I think this is just more for having the regen.
Okay.
Oh, top lane.
Yeah, top Lodestone's taking some... I didn't think it was going to be a kill, but they're chasing this pretty far. He is going to be fine in the end. You see Cersei setting that up with the entrapment there. But actually, Lodestone will make the getaway using that rocket drill. Going to be fine here. But Dark Liddy, let's take a look at her farm in the meantime. She is 31-10 now. Lodestone 5-0. Obviously, Dark Liddy having a great time up here. You compare that to Sandwraith, they are very similar. 30-6 Sandwraith, and he's porting somewhere actually. Oh, he's porting back. Okay, interesting. Emma Boy getting the bottle as well on Sand. I don't know if he typically does that actually. I want to say he doesn't, but
I think he has done it a couple times.
Has he?
I think so. Because I know it's kind of been the new thing lately. Is a lot of Sandwraiths have been going bottle. So I feel like, I almost feel like, yeah. Oh, top lane though.
You go for Amon-Ra. See, now this is a dangerous thing about Amon-Ra against Sandwraith. As soon as he pops the ultimate, there's a good chance Amon-Ra could be pretty low. As we see there, he ends up going down. Lodestone may fall in return. Nice rocket drill though, and Dark Liddy's actually going to go down. Lodestone does fall, but setting up the stun in the Dark Liddy to get him killed, and now the Desert's Curse to chase down Cersei. And Cersei should be finished off as well. A 3-for-1 exchange, double tap for Embry on the Midas right here. But yeah, Amon-Ra, he is pretty notorious for, you know, being fairly low, of course, with how he works. So the Sandwraith is, again, pretty strong against him, you'd think.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, if he was 6 there, he would have been okay. But not being 6 really hurt him there.
That's true. Yeah, did not have the res.
Midas try to fight for the rune and is probably gonna die for it.
Yeah, need to get another auto attack off. Moira assisting, helping him get away there. So good job there. And bottom lane actually, how about that? Wild Soul transitions into the lane and then he pushes the tower in. So that's right. There's a Wild Soul in this game. I so caught up with Amon-Ra and all these fancy, flashy things going on, and all of a sudden there's a 500 GPM Wild Soul just about. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's that hero. It does that.
Yeah, he's going to great start here. You see Deadwood kind of coming back into the lane, but realizing with him and Sandwraith, not a challenge he's really up for right now. Falling back, and this is probably going to be a secondary tower kill unless he gets back up here. I don't know if the Hellborn team is really going to give him that, though. Yeah, they don't have any TPs or anything, so it should be fine for now, it looks like. But if they want to pressure this, they should be able to get the tower.
Yeah, I think they're just going to go right now. There's just no reason they know the strength of Wild Soul, and it can't die to a Deadwood 1v1. So
yeah,
as long as he's in bear form, there's no way he'll die. Actually, he has 20 arm. Jesus. He has 20 armor already.
It's a lot of armor.
He's not dying.
Plated Greaves and the Ring of the Teacher and that ulti farm. They are going to go on him, though. You were saying? Okay, he actually does die right there. Deadwood is going to barely survive off to the side. Sandwraith, never mind. He ultimates. He goes in, snipes the kill, and then he runs on out of there with that haster. And so at least Deadwood does fall in return. But yeah, with Lord Self-Forest, again, that's why they picked him up right there. Get that Undying on him. Does prevent any kind of lifesteal.
I mean, I don't know. If you saw the Deadwood punch there, I think it literally did like 35 damage to Wild Soul. But yeah, it was really just the ulti from South Forest there. But yeah, that armor gain on Wild Soul, just Deadwood can't do much about it. I mean, the punch is more for the stun than anything.
Yeah, Lord South Forest, he's going to be the one doing plenty of damage. And actually, that's where Amon-Ra is pretty good when you think about it. Again, AoE damage we talk about all the time, especially in that magical presence. Amon-Ra does bring plenty of that. Unfortunately, Amon-Ra is going to fall right here. He does have the res. So he's going to stay alive, technically, but that's going to be on cooldown now for 205 seconds. That's a long freaking 210 seconds even at level 1. Jeez.
Yeah.
Didn't realize
And now he's vulnerable to ganks.
That has to be the longest cooldown in the game. I'm pretty sure it is, by far even.
Yeah, I don't think anything's close to it.
I think like 180. I think there's an ability that's like 180 maybe, but...
I think isn't Elemental Void 200 at level 1?
No, I think it's like once... maybe. I don't think it is. No, I think it's less than that, but...
Where are you, Tempest? Okay, it just says 180, but I think it goes down by 10 seconds every level, so if it does, then, yeah, I mean, Raw's still the highest, though, either way,
yeah,
no matter what.
Either way. But yeah, that's a while. So yeah, level 1. Now level 3, 90-second cooldown. That's pretty cool. It's basically like a token. A weaker token that you have, ideally, every fight on Amon-Ra, so...
Yep.
That's
I'd
interesting.
almost like to... I'd like to see a deadlift with a Raw, speaking of which.
Oh, God.
Let's see 3 Raws in one team fight.
Yeah.
With a token, 4 Raws.
That could be silly. Bottom tower is actually really low here, but Deadwood's going to be able to deny it. Ported it in just in time. Meanwhile, middle tower gets denied, actually. Wild Soul's trying to take it out, and they also killed the top tower, so pretty good tower exchanging going on there. I mean, kinda. They still lost a secondary tower and a first tower. Only getting the first tower themselves, despite denying. So that's the downside, but hey. At least they got the slight positives there. In the end, Dark Lady, her farm is pretty good. 430 gold per minute, actually. That top tower kill especially. Helping quite a bit. She has her Sustainer and the Ghost Marchers. Don't think she does have a broadsword just yet, so yeah, she still needs both of those. Helm, though, going to be finished on Amon-Ra. So yeah, that's kind of my other question now. It's like, when does Amon-Ra get involved? He's been in the jungle this whole time. He's level 9 now. When does he become useful?
Whenever his team wants to group up and push, and because they have a Dark Lady, that's going to be a while. So I mean, you might just see him farm the jungle for the next 20 minutes. Maybe go take triple stacked ancients or even fight, but fight for them. But yeah, I mean, the hero, their team just needs a lot of items to even fight in general. So he might just be farming.
Well, I mean, level 9. That's